Hello, I'm Tim Raleigh, President and Vice Chancellor of Mount Royal University in Calgary, Alberta, and welcome to Bella Live from your couch. I would like to begin by acknowledging that Mount Royal University is located in the traditional territories of the Niitsitapi Blackfoot and the people of Treaty 7 in southern Alberta, which includes the Siksika, the Piikani, the Kainai, the Tsuut'ina, and the Îyârhe Nakoda. And we are situated on the land where the Bow River meets the Elbow River, and the traditional Blackfoot name for this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. And of course, the City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation. I am standing on the stage of one of Canada's finest performance venues, the Bella Concert Hall. The Bella, as we affectionately know it, is the crown jewel of the Taylor Centre for the Performing Arts. The Taylor Centre, of course, was made possible by a generous donation of the Taylor Family Foundation with contributions from the City of Calgary, the Province of Alberta, and the Government of Canada. And it's located right here on our campus. I'm so glad that you're joining us today. This stage has been dark since the beginning of the pandemic, and I realize how difficult it has been for our community to miss out on more than a year of live performances. As home to the Mount Royal University Conservatory and the Taylor Centre concert season, the performing arts are so important to us here at Mount Royal. We may still be virtual today, but Bella Live from your couch is one step closer to the return of in-person live performances that we all love. There is indeed light at the end of the tunnel, and that light brightens our stage today. I look forward to seeing you all at a show in the Bella as soon as we can. Until then, take care and enjoy the fantastic performances we have planned for you.
Hello, I'm Paul Rossman, Vice President of University Advancement at Mount Royal University. Thank you for joining us for Bella Live from your couch. At Mount Royal, we're so fortunate to have such an acoustically stunning concert hall to showcase many great local, national, and international artists. From solo performers to full symphony orchestras, classical to country, rock to rap, in only a few short years, the Bella has seen it all. Tonight's performance of Bella Live from your couch is made possible by the generous support of the Alberta Foundation for the Arts and the Rosé Foundation. It is presented in collaboration with Village Brewery. Thank you to all of our amazing donors and sponsors. At the conclusion of the show, I invite you to stay tuned for a live Q&A session where we'll be taking your questions on social media. So be sure to follow us on Instagram using the handle @TaylorCentre and use the hashtag BellaLive. Tonight's headliner is no stranger to the Bella. She is a 3-time Juno-nominated singer-songwriter with an unforgettable voice that once heard is never forgotten. Her critically acclaimed repertoire spans a transformative spectrum, from folk to jazz to pop, and includes songs in both French and English. In 2018, she wowed us in the Bella with her silky vocals, and she'll be back again in person this coming season. Unforgettable and enchanting, from Vancouver, British Columbia, please welcome Jill Barber.
So pleased to be with you this evening for this Bella Live from your couch. Now, I hope you're relaxing on your couch or your lawn chair, or maybe you're sitting on an area rug like me right next to your couch. I am at home in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, which is on the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. And it's a beautiful evening in Vancouver. The sun is shining, and I did check the weather in Calgary, and it looks like you're enjoying very similar weather to me too. I saw a nice sunshine icon. So maybe you're in your backyard. Maybe you're cracking a beer or opening a nice bottle of wine, or having some kombucha. Whatever you're doing, I hope that you're relaxing and settling into and a little bit of music, switching up the Zoom vibe with some live music. And I'm really so honored to be the artist that is with you tonight. So I'm going to start with a song. This is a song that I wrote in Alberta during one of my stays at the Banff Centre for the Arts. It's called Chances. Chances, what are the chances? The chances that I'd find you stealing glances across a crowded room and taking a chance or two. Love, it has a funny way of knowing what to do. Oh, the chances, what are the chances? The chances that I'd find you. Old romances, I've had a few, but none like this before. The circumstances that brought me to you, are they just chances and nothing more? Love, it has a funny way of showing what is true. Oh, but the chances, what are the chances? The chances that I'd find you. Love, it has a funny way of knowing just what to do. Oh, but the chances, what are the chances? The chances that I'd find you. That I'd find you. That I'd find you. Thank you very much for tuning in and enjoying a little music this evening, presented by the Bella and by Mount Royal University and by Village Brewery. And I want to say a big thanks to Phil for sending me the gift of some Village brew. So I'm going to crack this right now. Crack one with me if you haven't already. And I haven't tried Village Brewery, but we have a lot of craft breweries here in Vancouver, right in my neighborhood. So I love beer. I love different types of beer. This is called Afterglow. Give this a try right here. That is very nice and refreshing. Oh, I'm enjoying this. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. There are a few perks, to the times that we're living in. It's a bit of a trip to play a show for you all, for this you're not imagined, I know you exist, but it's a bit of a leap of faith. I know you're out there watching, but I am alone in my home. In fact, my husband took the kids for the weekend to a cabin that we have not too far from here, so that I could actually have a little staycation and spend it with you. So thank you so much to my husband for doing that. And I spent the day cleaning house, so it's not always this tidy, but for you, I will clean up. And I also made myself this flower crown. I wanted to do this show outside. I thought it would be really cool to do a show outside, but I'll tell you, my neighbors love to mow their lawns and chainsaw things. So it felt like a more controlled environment. So I decided to bring the outdoors in, and I made this flower crown with flowers from my garden. I hope the flowers are blooming near you, in parks, in your gardens. It's a beautiful, beautiful season, spring, and I hope you're feeling the hope that I'm feeling, for the future. And I'm going to play you a song now en français, because I love to sing en français. This is a perfect song for springtime. It's called Petite Fleur, which means little flower. And it goes like this. Si les fleurs qui bordent les chemins se fanaient-tu demain, je garderai au cœur celle qui s'allumait dans tes yeux lorsque je t'aimais tant au pays merveilleux de nos 16 printemps. Petite fleur d'amour, tu fleuriras toujours pour moi. Quand la vie par moments me trahit, tu restes mon bonheur, petite fleur. Sur mes 20 ans, je m'arrête un moment pour respirer ce parfum que j'ai tant aimé. Dans mon cœur, tu fleuriras toujours au grand jardin d'amour, petite fleur. D'amour, petite fleur. Ba da 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 da, ba da 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 da, ba da da da, ba da 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 da. Petite fleur. Merci beaucoup. Well, I'll tell you what, I've missed my band. I usually tour with a band. They are spread out all over the place. None of them are here in Vancouver, but the nice COVID silver lining has been that I've reconnected with my guitar and with songwriting and just performing, just me and my guitar, which is how I started so many years ago now. So it's been really nice, and I'm happy to say I have written a lot of songs over the last year. So many that I decided I needed to get them recorded while they were still fresh. So I was just in the studio for a couple of weeks recording some of these new songs. But I would love to perform some of them for you. I'm not feeling this flower right here. I'm gonna take that flower. It's hanging down a little. Here we go. There. I'm gonna play some of these new songs for you. This one I wrote about my relationship with social media. Do you feel me? Are you on social media? Is it Facebook? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? I think for those of us on it, well, for a lot of us, it's a love-hate relationship. I do love it. I think it's a lot of fun, but it can trip me up from time to time, especially Instagram, all those beautiful pictures. Everyone looks like they're having such a good time all the time. And, it can be a little deceptive. So I wanted to write a song about it. And I haven't played the song too much live. I've played it for a small handful of people. So this is almost like a world premiere of this song. But I did record this in studio, and it's going to be on my next record whenever that comes out. But this is a song called Beautiful Life. It goes like this.
Scrolling on my phone again, double tapping Instagram. I don't really like how I feel. Watching someone else's life, then I go comparing mine to a glossy highlight reel. And it's always sunny weather, they're so well put together. Seems like everybody's living the dream. And I'm still in last night's makeup, the kids are waking me up. I got Cheerios stuck to my feet. So what? I'm not picture perfect, it's messy but it's working just the way it is. So what? It's the scars that make us, there's beauty in the chaos of how we really live. I may not influence another, be the world's greatest mother or a model wife, but I don't need a pretty picture to know I've got a beautiful life. Like Alice down the rabbit hole, chasing what's uncatchable, temptations each way that I turn. I used to feel 10 feet tall, now I'm shrinking oh so small. When the hell am I gonna learn? So what? I'm not picture perfect, it's messy but it's working just the way it is. So what? It's the scars that make us, there's beauty in the chaos of how we really live. I may not influence another, be the world's greatest mother or a model wife, but I don't need a pretty picture to know I've got a beautiful life. Yeah, there's a million ways to frame it, but I would never change it even if I haven't figured it out. My inner critic starts to creep up, I'm just trying to keep up. All I wanna do is shout. So what? I'm not picture perfect, it's messy but it's working just the way it is. So what? It's the scars that make us, there's beauty in the chaos of how we really live. I may not influence another, be the world's greatest mother or a model wife, but I don't need a pretty picture to know I've got a beautiful life. Oh, I don't need a pretty picture to know I've got a beautiful life. Oh, I don't need a pretty picture to know I've got a beautiful life.
The record that I recorded is called Homemaker. And it's a collection of songs that I've written while at home with my kids. I'm a mom of 2 young kids and my husband, and off the road. This is the first time I've been off the road for years. Many years I've been a touring musician, and so it's been a radical shift. There have been so many joys, a few lows, and anyway, I wrote all about it on this album. But I wanted to call the album Homemaker because I want to reclaim that term, homemaker. I feel like somewhere along the lines it became like less than, like someone who doesn't work is a homemaker. But I know, and I'm sure many of you know, there is no greater job than being a person who provides a home for loved ones. And to me, there's so much honor and value in that job that I really wanted to celebrate it on this album and reclaim it as a beautiful label, title, Homemaker. So I'm going to play you the title track of Homemaker, and it's this is the first song I wrote after. I wrote this early in the fall after my kids returned to school and daycare. I'd been with them 24/7, just homeschooling, and I'm sure if you have young kids, you relate. It's been a really challenging year for parents who've been trying to make home feel like a happy, safe, fun place. And so anyway, I won't say anymore. I'll just I'll sing this song for you, Homemaker.
Dishes won't do themselves, dust upon the shelves, and time's impossible to find. Is anybody gonna help tidy up these toys or the clutter in my mind? If all you wanna do is run, I won't tell anyone your secret fantasy. If all you wanna do is cry, I won't even ask why. I'll just hold the box of tissues for you. It's okay if today the only thing you make is you make it through the day. Couple of kids to raise, never get any praise, just a sideways glance. I might have screwed it up today. I didn't mean for it to go that way. Another day's another chance. If all you wanna do is hide and lock yourself inside the bathroom, I will guard you, protect and misdirect the ones out searching for you, just until you catch your breath. It's okay if today
crowd goes wild. Thanks for listening. Cheers, everybody. All right, I'm going to play kind of a fun song that I wrote with a friend of mine, a couple friends of mine actually. Last summer, they came over into my backyard, and at a distance, we wrote this tune. So Susie Younger-Leiter and Maya Davies are two incredible women songwriters that I look up to and admire, and I'm lucky enough to call my friends. And we wanted to write kind of a fun song that celebrates the smashing of the patriarchy. So here it is. Here's what we wrote. It's a lot of fun to sing, and I can't wait to sing this song in person and get a big sing-along going. It's called Hell No.
Who says you gotta cross your legs? Who says you gotta shave 'em? Who says you better not count your eggs? Who says you can't just break 'em? Who says you gotta find a man and then treat him like only a woman can? All I know is more than I can stand in these high-heeled shoes. And all my life I've been told to be a good girl. It's what I've bought and sold. Well, I say hell no to twice the work and half the pay. I say hell no, it's time I get my own damn say. So come on, ladies, make up the plan and lipstick it to the man and say hell no, yes we can. Who says we've gotta be the vixens and the living maid, making dinner with all the fixins as we diet until we fade? Over the hill by 32, buying wrinkle creams that promise you those laughing lines will never do as we smile on through the rage. And all my life I've been told to be a good girl. It's what I've bought and sold. Well, I say hell no to twice the work and half the pay. I say hell no, it's time I get my own damn say. So come on, ladies, make up the plan and lipstick it to the man and say hell no, and yes we can. There's all these expectations, aspirations that no woman can hold. Manicures and hair extensions, there's no limits to the lengths we go. Well, I say hell no to twice the work and half the pay. I say hell no, it's time we get our own damn say. So come on, ladies, make up the plan and lipstick it to the man and say hell no, and yes we can. We'll say hell no, and yes we can.
along with me, won't you? When we can do this together in person again. Which actually reminds me, I'm super thrilled to announce that we are going to get to do it in person. On September 25th, 2021, this year, I'm going to be back at the Bella Center and with a band, a full band, and an in-person show. And I hope that you can be there with me. I really want to have you there with me. And the way that you can buy tickets is, I think there's an advance special for folks who are subscribed to the Bella mailing list. So you can do that right now, and you could just click subscribe, and then you'll get I think there's a discount code, and you can purchase your tickets for that in-person show. This is kind of like this is just the appetizer. This is the main course is going to happen September 25th in person, when we can all be in a room together, feeling each other's energy. And I'm super thrilled because I reached out to my pal, Russell Broom, and he has agreed to perform with me that night. So that's amazing. And you probably know Russell Broom, local, incredible musical legend. And so we're going to put a band together, special for that night. And I really can't wait, because I've just been really patient and just waiting for that light to get to play music in person again. But in the meantime, this is all right. This is fun. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I hope you're having a nice Saturday evening, relaxing into a little bit of music. Next up, I'm going to play an older song of mine that is probably my most requested love song. I've got a lot of love songs because I love. And this one, I love to play it. I still love this song. I wrote it when I was first in love, and it takes me back to new love, but it also applies to long-term love. You can make it whatever you want to make it. But it's a special song to me. I'm going to have a little sip of my Village Brewery drink here. So quiet in my house. It's very unusual. I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, so just picture all of their toys everywhere behind me and them running and screaming. That's what it's normally like in my living room, so it's so serene right now. Could hear a pin drop. So this is it. This is a song called Never Quit Loving You. I'll dedicate it to you.
As long as this world keeps on spinning around, I'll keep hanging on to this love that I've found. I won't let go, 'cause I know I have something that is true, and I will never ever quit loving you. There will be days when you get down, you've got to find ways to keep your feet on the ground. Oh, but honey, please remember, even when I'm feeling blue, that I will never, ever quit loving you. In crazy times like these, oh, there's nothing like your love to put my soul at ease. 'cause every time that you come around, this old world seems to slow right down. You just keep hugging, kissing, oh, and love me like you do, and I will never, ever quit loving you. You just keep hugging and kissing, oh, and love me like you do, and I will never, ever quit loving you, and I will never, ever quit loving you.
Thanks very much. I know you're applauding at home, aren't you? I can feel your energy. I'm picking up on some really nice energy. Thank you for sending it my way. I think I'm gonna play this song, which is it's a song called "Girls Gotta Do." I wrote it a few years ago with my friend Ryan Gildemont from the band Mother Mother. Currently exploding on TikTok. Are you on TikTok? Should I be on TikTok? I did do one dancing video on TikTok, but I don't know. I'm still struggling with I don't know what it is we have to do as musicians these days. Sometimes it feels like we just have to make a lot of content that's not music, but that's okay. That's just what it's I've been getting creative. I've been getting DIY in this time, and I've been making a few fun videos, and you know, it's been forcing me out of my comfort zone, which is a good place to go from time to time. So I'm gonna play this song now.
I play the part, I play the game, I know the rules are not the same, but I am done, I've rearranged, may not have won, but things have changed. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Yeah, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Yeah, it's alright, and it's okay. I know it feels a little strange. I will explain, and I'll walk you through a little pain is good for you. just like a man. 'Cause when the shit hits the fan, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Je pense que je vais faire notre chanson en français. Cette chanson, c'est une chanson très, très bien connue par une chanteuse incroyable que j'adore par le nom Leonard Cohen. Et cette chanson, c'est une chanson qui s'appelle Suzanne. Il a écrivé en anglais, mais je vais jouer la traduction en français que j'adore. Graham Allwright a fait cette traduction dans les années 60 et je pense années 60 et j'adore la poésie dans cette chanson et si vous voulez, vous pouvez fermer vos yeux, close your eyes if you like. And please enjoy Suzanne.
Suzanne t'emmène écouter les sirènes. Elle te prend par la main pour passer une nuit sans fin. Tu sais qu'elle est à moitié folle, c'est pourquoi tu veux rester. Sur un plateau d'argent, elle te sert du thé au jasmin. Et quand tu voudrais lui dire tu n'as pas d'amour pour elle, elle t'appelle dans ses ondes et laisse la mer répandre que depuis toujours tu l'aimes. Tu veux rester à ses côtés, maintenant tu n'as plus peur de voyager. Les yeux fermés, une flamme brûle dans ton cœur. Il était un pêcheur venu sur la terre. Il avait très longtemps de haut une tour solitaire. Quand il a compris que seuls des hommes perdus les voyaient, il a dit qu'on voguerait jusqu'à ce que les vagues nous libèrent. Mais lui-même fut brisé bien avant que le ciel s'ouvre. Délassé presque non, il a coulé sur votre sagesse comme une pierre. Tu veux rester à ses côtés, maintenant tu n'as plus peur de voyager. Les yeux fermés, une flamme brûle dans ton cœur. Suzanne t'emmène écouter les sirènes. Elle te prend par la main pour passer une nuit sans fin. Comme du miel, le soleil coule sur Notre-Dame des pleurs. Elle te montre où chercher parmi les déchets et les fleurs. Dans les algues, il y a des rêves, des enfants matin qui se penche vers l'amour et qui se penche comme toujours. Et Suzanne tient le miroir. Tu veux rester à ses côtés. Maintenant, tu n'as plus peur de voyager. Les yeux fermés, une blessure étrange dans ton cœur.
That's the great Leonard Cohen en français. That song I recorded for my most recent album, which is a French album called Entre Nous, Between Us. And that album came out in June of 2020. So I have yet to actually tour that album. I'm looking forward to touring that album, taking it on the road, and playing some of those songs live. I have one more song. For you, and it's an oldie. And then I think we're going to hang out a little bit. I'm going to have a chat with Eleanor, and we're going to take some questions. And please, by all means, if you have any questions or comments, if you want to find a way to interact, I would love it. If you want me to make a YouTube tutorial about how I made my flower crown, let me know. Because, content. If you have a song request, maybe we could even do that. That could be fun. It'd be a nice way to connect with you. And I'm going to play one more song. But I really appreciate you out there listening, engaging. This is a weird time, but it's also kind of a beautiful time, I think, because we're all finding all these ways to connect. And I think we're all really taking a moment to appreciate all that we care about, like music and our loved ones and being together and connecting with our communities. So I'm really grateful to Mount Royal University for inviting me to be a part of this evening. And I am there at the Bella in spirit. I am. It's one of my. I know it sounds like lip service. I get it, but it's my favorite venue in Canada right now. I've had the opportunity to play there a couple of times, and it is so beautiful. It sounds so amazing. It feels so good. It's like a warm hug, and I just can't wait to get back there in body, spirit, and mind, and play some songs for you. So I'm gonna close off with this number. Sing along at home. It goes like this.
Oh my my, 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 oh my my. I went to the doctor, I knocked at her door, and she said, girl, what can I do you for? And I said, doctor, for a start, the man I love has gone and broke my heart. And she checked my pulse, I had a fever too. She said, girl, there's nothing I can do. You are lovesick and there ain't no cure. I fear the devil's knocking at your door. And she sent me home and straight to bed. And she gave me pills to help me rest my head. But it won't do, 'cause all I want I said, please don't let me go. I said, please don't let me go. I said, please don't let me go. But you wouldn't have it, or any of that. You took my love, but you couldn't give it back. You let me go, you walked away. You broke my heart in every way. You left me crying, you left me blue, you left me pining over you. And I said, please don't let me go. 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 And the doctor said, why you dig a grave? This poor heart might be too weak to save. And I said, doctor, I'm not ready to die. I said, doctor, won't you say you'll try? And I said, please don't let me go. 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 She said, your heart will never be the same. She said, you may never love again. I said, doctor, the love I had to start, I gave it to the man who done and broke my heart. Broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Oh my my. 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 Broke my heart. Broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. He broke my heart. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Oh my my. 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 Oh my my.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me in spirit and for being such an attentive audience. I mean, you were so quiet. No talking in the back of the room. No cell phones ringing. This is kind of nice. So I think I'm ready for all your hard-hitting questions if you have any for me. Do you want to know what I had for lunch? I didn't Instagram it. It's just me, so the menu has changed quite a bit. Normally, I make 3 healthy meals for my family a day. Last night I had chips for dinner. It felt great. Devin, how are we doing on the Bella side?
Hi, and thank you so much, Jill. That was an absolutely fantastic performance. I know that here, the audience in the Bella, the few of us that are here, were cheering and clapping along. So thank you so much for that fantastic performance. Jill Barber was joining us for the very first Bella Live from Your Couch concert, virtual concert. So thank you so much, Jill, for joining us.
My pleasure, Eleanor. It's nice to chat with
Yeah,
you. Yeah, it's nice to chat
yeah.
from the Bella.
Absolutely. Well, look, you can see this is where you're going to be on September 25th, which is fantastic. So we can't wait for you to come on down and play some of the tunes that you were performing this evening.
Same. I'm eager anticipation is what I feel, and I can't wait to get back in that space where we can all be together and live music can be just coming directly into your ears and there's no computers involved. We just are all in a room together.
Absolutely. And I do have a few questions for you too. I know that we're very curious about what the past year has been like for you, and I know that you've been talking about working on a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get started, so I'm Eleanor Finger. I'm the Director of Alumni Relations for Mount Royal University. So very excited to be here tonight, and I know that we've got some alumni watching from home on their couch, and other members of the MRU community and other folks from Calgary. So thanks so much for dropping in and seeing this fantastic performance. And if you want to get the details for the September 25th show and to get access to the pre-sale, it's very important that you get on the Taylor Centre for the Performing Arts subscriber list. So go to www.taylorcentre.ca, and if you scroll down, you'll see a subscribe now button. So make sure to do that right now while Jill and I begin our chat. Subscribe and get the details for Jill's concert when she's here in Calgary on September 25th. We can't wait. So Jill, This has been fantastic. We were pretty excited, and it was quite special to hear some of your new music that you've been working on as well. So it sounds like you're got a new album in the works, and I'm definitely going to be asking you about that. Um, I'd love to hear more about the process that you've been through over the past year. What has songwriting and music recording and working with others on music been like in a pandemic? What's it been like for you?
Honestly, it's been my therapy. It's been what has kept me sane and and given me a sense of kind of creative purpose and a place to put all of my feelings. I'm a huge believer in collaboration, the power of creative collaboration. So I like to work with other songwriters. And
Yeah.
something remarkable happened, which is everyone was working online on Zoom. And I used to think it was kind of impossible to write a song at a distance on the computer, but it's not. We've time and time again, I've written with folks in LA and in Nashville and in Winnipeg, and so that's been really cool. I actually think that this time has cracked open a lot of new opportunities, and I'm embracing them all. And it's yeah, I do feel like in a funny way this crazy time in this past year has given me the gift of inspiration for writing an album, because it was the album that I've just finished writing has been a way to process all of my feelings about being a mother and a woman in these times, and my relationship with being a professional musician versus being a domestic person. So I honestly I feel a little bit of, at least I'm focusing on the gratitude parts of this time. There's lots to be grateful for, and so I'm personally focusing on those. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. I certainly, with the Homemaker performance that you just gave us of the title song, I feel I wish I could take it and share it with the mums and dads that I know. I think it's been a pretty difficult time, and I think they would resonate with a lot of the lyrics that you had in that song. It was really quite beautiful. So um, tell us about that inspiration. So you're saying it's cracked open the creativity for for yourself and for that album. Could you talk a little bit more about Homemaker and kind of some of the things that you were processing in the writing of that album?
Absolutely. It's yeah, it's been an intense experience to be a musician who my whole career I've been a professional musician for 18 years now, and my whole career has been about momentum, about where's the next show, where's the next place I'm going to play. I want to give a little shout out to Greg Curtis, who is helping to present this show this evening. And, Greg and I have worked together for years putting on Calgary shows. So, we've done all the venues, from the smallest little clubs to, bigger concert halls to virtual.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was a really intense experience for that sort of that locomotive that I'm constantly, putting coal into to keep it going, for it to grind to a sudden and surprising halt, and to just remain home and be forced to be restricted from my community and from my fans who I count on. It was just a hard experience. I mean, listen, there have been so many hardships in this time for so many people, and I'm just speaking about my personal experience in my career. It's been hard, but I've seen a lot of changes in the music industry over the last 18 years, and we've faced many, many challenges as musicians. This is probably the most interesting time, but like with anything in life, the most challenging situations yield the most rewarding results. And I've just learned so many lessons and over this past year, and a lot of that I've channeled into my music and into how I want to do things moving forward. As I mentioned earlier, I've really reconnected with just playing guitar, just me.
Right.
and writing songs. And that's really reflected on my new record, which is a very centered singer-songwriter album. It's really about me and the songs, and it's not about the frills or the bells and the whistles. It's just about the songs and the emotions behind them. So that's kind of where my head is at musically these days.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing some of those songs hopefully in September. So the other work that you've been doing, so you, as you're saying, you released your Entre Nous in 2020, in June of 2020. And then you released an EP just in April, actually, a remix album, a remix EP. Could you talk a little bit about that and sort of why you did that work? And it sounds quite different from the album itself from last year. So
sure thing. I was really proud of the album Entre Nous because it was my second French album, but my first original album in French that I wrote.
Yes.
As a songwriter. And so, we put everything into that album. In the fall of 2019, myself and my producer and my fellow musicians, we spent couple of weeks in the studio making that album, and I felt really, really proud of what it was. And then, it was a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow to have to release it, in the middle of COVID. So the remix album was proposed to me as just a way to keep the collaboration going in this time. So we weren't able to go and be in studios together and work together, but we were able to send tracks to these amazing producers so that they could add their stamp and personality to the tracks, and they sent them back, and we just had such a great time collaborating with these producers that we thought it would be fun to release it and give it kind of like give the album an alter ego, kind of like a dance mix alter ego. So it's cool. Folks can listen to the original album, or they could check out the remix EP. It's just it's kind of a fun way to create more music and create more art in this time.
Yeah, it was great to see the producers you had collaborated with on that and getting them involved in it. I have just a couple more questions for you. Obviously, the Taylor Centre for the Performing Arts, it's all about bringing local and international acts to Calgary and supporting a really vibrant art scene here in the city. And we call it Centre the Arts. So here at the Taylor Centre, we centre the arts. What does centre the arts mean to you, Jill?
Well, I mean, the arts have always been very front and center in my life, but I think especially over the last year, so many of us have really recognized how much we count on our books and our films and our favorite albums to to get us through the hard times, to be a soundtrack for the good times, to transport us back in time to a different time and place, to transport us to loved ones that are far away, to transport us to people. I mean, music and the arts has so much power in our lives, and I think more than ever we recognize that it's not something to be taken for granted. It's something to be protected and celebrated and supported, and that's exactly what you do at the Taylor Centre for the Performing Arts. It's such a beautiful space, but the wonderful thing is it's not about just arts in a space. I mean, look at this live from the Bella, live from your couch. Like it's actually just kind of it's a whole approach to life and valuing art and expressing its importance and making it, just giving it the value that it deserves. Because I just can speak as someone who counts so much on art to get me through as therapy. I always say a concert ticket is cheaper than therapy, and it's the best kind. It really it's a very beautiful thing. I feel incredibly privileged to make art for my living, and I've never taken it for granted. But I think now everyone is just really not taking it for granted anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, this has certainly been very special having you perform for us this evening. It's the weather's pretty nice here in Calgary, and it's kind of would be perfect kind of performance to sort of sit back outside in the backyard and enjoy your music. So my last question before we wrap up, Jill, is I know you've been working on a lot of music. You're recording your next album, Homemaker. What's next for you musically? Is there more recording in the future, or what's next?
Certainly this album, which we're just putting the finishing touches on, and then I plan to take it on the road. I love the idea of starting small and kind of working up to further distances. I'm because this album is really quite personal and intimate. I love the idea of performing it in people's homes. That's kind of an idea that I'd like to pursue, just doing more smaller, intimate concerts with this album, and then taking it to, bigger stages sort of as the album grows. And, it's as I say, it's a folky album. It's a little bit country. I know I'm speaking to some Albertans out there. Country in the sense that it's rooted in classic kind of country singer-songwriter styles. Storytelling really is what I mean to say. It's telling a lot of stories, and there's a lot of acoustic instruments that I believe kind of pay homage to the old-time country tradition. So stylistically, it's more kind of, rootsy, country, folky than what I've been doing. But it feels very grounded, and I'm just, so that's my main focus. But I'm doing a little bit of advocacy work as well, working with an organization called AMREF, that's an international health organization, to support the vaccine rollout in communities outside of Canada, like in continental Africa, in the continent of Africa, where they probably won't reach herd immunity till 2023 or 2024. So vaccine equity is a cause that I'm passionate about and will be supporting. And, as more and more Canadians are getting vaccinated, it's time to turn our attention to protecting communities worldwide. So that's something that I'm putting a little bit of my time and effort into as well.
That's awesome, Jill. Yeah, it's so important too. And I hope it goes well. I think we need everybody to get vaccinated all around the world. So it's great that you're working on some of that. Well, I think we need to wrap up, I think, for this evening. This has been absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed being able to come here and listen to you. I think it's going to be quite emotional, I would think, for a lot of people to be able to come back and see you here in September and hear some of this music live at the Bella. So thank you again so much. Big clap from all of us here. Any last words before we wrap up?
Well, just that I absolutely, it will be emotional for me and to be in person. But again, I really would love to express my gratitude to the folks at home on their couch that are tuning in and engaging in all the ways we know how to stay connected in this time. In the words of our Dr. Bonnie Henry here in BC, be kind, be calm, and stay safe until we meet again.
Wise words. Thank you so much. That's Jill Barber, live from your couch at the Bella here. We look forward to seeing you soon and in September. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us.
Thanks, Eleanor, and good night to everyone.
Good night.